I picked up one of these AOLS inner barrels this time last year, I think, from AliExpress, and I was quite impressed with it. Yeah, there wasn't too much price difference between this and the ZCI, but it. I thought I'd just give it a go, and it was a stainless steel, and whilst the finishing isn't quite as good as a ZCI, it's not quite as nice. Not the crown is a little bit shorter. Still not too bad. It's just a little crown. You don't need a big crown. Remember, you're only shooting a little bit of plastic out of here. The finishing on the window here wasn't quite as nice, but it's still good enough. Internally, yeah, it's pretty smooth. Is it as smooth as ZCI? No, it's not. This is ZCI here, but because of issues on supply, the ZCIs can be difficult to get hold of. They don't ship out orders that regularly, so you have to order up, and then they might ship it in 4 or 5 weeks time. So it can be a bit of a wait, and to sort of tide me over so that I get a decent supply of barrels coming in. I've got a fair amount of these in. Just they're going to be obviously cheaper than ZCIs, but they're just going to be there for stopcats. Now I have tested and compared several of these barrels. I've tested I think I just grabbed I grabbed a 300, I grabbed a 200, I grabbed a 363, gave them a good clean up, and fitted them with the same buckings, fitted them in the same gun, and for me the accuracy was the same. I didn't notice any real difference between that and the ZCI at all. Even though this is better machine quality, much better machine quality. But this seemed to perform well, performed much better in 0.2s, and it performed much better in 0.25s as well. So what I'll do, I'm going to be putting all these on the website, but let's just fit a couple of buckings here so we can see. Right, so we've got. Let's just fit quickly fit a ZCI cheapo bucking. There we go. You can see fits quite nicely. And when I was doing my tests, I did all my tests with the new maple leaf maximum range buckings. And they seem to work out pretty well. So let's fit one of the silicons on here. Let's see. Here we go. Remember, it's got like a slight ridge. You can see here that's designed for the maple leaf barrel. So you need to give it a good, just a little bit of pressure here. Ideally, I should have put a little bit of silicon grease on here, and it would have helped it go on a little bit. So let's pull it down. Oh yeah, come on, a little bit more, come on. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's not a good idea to do. You'll put a little bit of grease on the barrel here, and it will just go on a little bit smoother. That's bad. Now if I try and remove that too hastily, I could rip these. So you can see the window fits quite nicely. I think if you can see that. There we go. Hang on. It's difficult to see with this here, but seems to fit okay. And the results I got was pretty good. I'm going to have to roll this one. So we go. Right. There we go. Right. That's the rubber version of that. That fits pretty well. I'm not going to put that on. One thing I did notice is that they come straight from the factory. They come really dirty inside, and I even found that it's even better just to soak it in a little bit of warm water and a bit of soap, just to get out the worst of it. But that's not a problem. Easily done, easily fixed. Right, so let me put the cheap one back on. Here we go. Oh, one thing I did notice is the notches. We can put that side by side. You see the notches are slightly smaller on the AOLS barrel compared to the ZCI. And the window pretty much the same. I mean, you can see this the slight machining difference there. And again, let's take that out. And then there's the crowns, the difference. But for the price you're paying, you know, it's still a decent little barrel. It worked fine for me. Some people had said, no, it's not working for me, but the ones that I've tested worked absolutely fine. Are they 100% straight? Yeah, you know, maybe not. Maybe not. They're just cheap barrels, and so don't read too much into it. Let's quickly just fit a bucking on one of these, and we'll fit one of those on there. We'll take this retro arms, let's fit that on there. Yeah, that's looking all right. There we go. Let's take the bucking off. Right, and let's fit that. There we go. Clicks in place quite nicely. Quite a nice little fit. Again, if it's loose around here, you can always put some tape around here just to secure it in place. Where are we? Let's have a look here. There we go. Yeah, so pretty nice overall. I was you know, as a secondary to ZCI, when ZCIs are out of stock and you think, oh, really do need to get a barrel and I really need something, it's not a bad option. So it's worth definitely worth checking out. Lots of different sizes as well, compared to ZCI, so that works in its favour as well. So have a look.